Hello, hello. It's Sunday night. Sunday night. Thought maybe somebody might come in my room tonight. If they do, we might just play a game. Turn my thing down here and see if anybody's available. Look what I'm going to eat. Well, there's Marilyn. Hi, Marilyn. Hi. What are the question marks? Do you see the question marks? You say, hi, Beth, the lovely, and then you've got question marks. Is that where YouTube changes your word? Deborah. Is it Deborah? Did I remember? Hi, Barb. Marilyn, do you see what you just wrote? It says, hi, Beth, the lovely, and it's got question mark, question mark, question mark. Do you see the question marks that I'm talking about? Okay, I remembered. Hi, Deborah. If I reach back into the back of my brain, I'll get it embedded, and I won't forget if I keep remembering correctly. Anyway, I'm doing a live stream tonight. If you see this, you see butterflies. Oh, on my desk. Butterflies. I don't see any butterflies. If this is a live chat Sunday night video, if you're watching this later, you can zip through it and go faster because I'm be talking to some live chat people. Huh. Hi, Christy. Oh, instead of question marks, you see the little butterflies. Well, there are question marks in a box right after Marilyn's comment, and I guess it is YouTube. Yeah, I guess YouTube changes whatever she wrote. It says, "Hi, Beth, the lovely question mark question mark question mark," and Barb says she sees butterflies. Maybe the butterflies didn't get to me. I guess something like that. It's a mystery. Anyway, I just got off the phone talking to Joe, and he is still up in Kentucky. He's at his daughter's house tonight. And he asked me if I was going to get back online tonight, and I said, well, I could. If anybody comes in on me, they could come in, and hey, we just need 2 or 3 to play a game if y'all want to play a game. Hi, Dolly. Holly. Hi. Hi, Gilly. You guys will play a game with me, won't you? Y'all want to play a game? I do. I sort of played around this morning, and I finished my Happy Mail, and I watched Tanya for a little while, and I got this far on Tanya's channel. I did play with Tanya for a little bit. Okay. Christy, you didn't. Fell out of the bed. Oh, my heavens. You know, I did that one time. It's been years. I mean, it's been like 30 years ago. But my legs fell asleep, and I got up out of bed, and then my legs were asleep, and I fell on the floor. Did you hurt yourself? Are you okay? Oh, please pray. Yes. Oh, Christy, I'm sorry. Did you hurt anything? Goodness gracious, honey. I hope you didn't break anything. Oh my. Do you need to go to the doctor or the ER? Do you have help do you have help? Oh wow, look at that. Absolutely. Do you think you broke anything? Okay. Well, I think we're going to play a prompt game. Wasn't that parrot cute? That was in the front of that wallpaper book. I'm going to play a game on the back of this one. It's pretty, but I can play a game on it. Well, I'm glad your daughter was there with you to help you out. Gilly, did you post the doll? Can you post the doll on my Facebook channel? Have you? I want to see. Yes. Yes. Find you a wallpaper book store. They get new wallpaper books every month usually, and they throw the old ones away. So they would rather give them away if they can. Okay. Okay, you want to play? All right, good, Christy. I'm just going to cut this in a 12 by 12 sheet. Did anybody finish Tanya's stream today? I had to leave. I had company. Okay, she's not totally complete yet. Okay. This was what Tanya was trying to get us to make today. Okay. And this is as far as I got. And then I had company. You know, Abby had a sleepover last night, and there was I was doggy sitting two other dogs. So their parents came and picked them up today, this afternoon. Okay, Barb, you watch. You can supervise. You can supervise. Oh, okay. Okay, Deborah, you posted on Tanya's. Okay. Yeah, I'll go over after a bit and look and see what everybody made in Tanya's today. Okay. You just watched. Okay, Barb. I got you. Okay, we need one of each color. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm missing something. I got red, yellow, green, purple. I don't have this color yet. And a pink one. And a pink one. And a pink one. I think we're going to play a game, Lynn. You want to play with us? We'd like for you to play with us. It's called a prompt game. All you need is a piece of paper. And then we call out what you got to put on it. Janet's in the house. Yay. Janet, want to play a game? Hi, Lisa. We're going to play a prompt game. Well, I just got off the phone with Joe, and he says, "Are you going to go on live tonight?" And I said, nobody's on. I can. And it's just 9:30 here, and I don't go to bed before 12 or 1 o'clock. We could play a quick game. Okay. I'll show you, Lisa, what I did last night. So you can see what happens at the end of your game. It turned out really cute. I started out with black gesso and was different, like you. We did something different. You did black gesso, so I did black gesso. And then you said to cut out painty papers, and I had these fluorescent papers that I cut out. And it just kept going and going and going. And then I got the safety pin on there. And I had to add a piece of lace. Yeah, they are cute. I finished them up this morning. I got glitter on mine too. Ew, sparkly. Yeah, buddy. So anyway, if everybody gets a piece of paper and gets ready, I'm ready. I think I need to gesso my paper though, because I'm using a piece of wallpaper. So I'm going to gesso this real lightly. Got a new bottle. It's nice and thick. Well, we got 10 in here, so we should have a few playing. There's a few going to play. Who's going to play with me? So I'll know. Everybody saying hi to everybody. It's good. That's good to know. This gesso is thick. It's a brand new bottle. It is really thick. I guess it's supposed to be thick. I watched 2 Hallmark movies this afternoon. Oh, good. Christy's going to play. Yay. Okay. Gilly's going to play. 2. Barb's going to play. 3. Lynn's going to play for a bit. Good, Lynn. Okay. Everybody got a piece of paper? Some kind of a scrap? We'll dry this for just a tad. Okay. I think that's going to be 6 of us. That's a good amount. I'll take it. The rest of you can can be referees. Keep the crowd down a little bit. When the glue starts a flying and it's Holly, it's Monday night. Monday. 7 o'clock Central. 8 o'clock Eastern. At Lisa's house. That's right. We're going to play journaling by fives on Tuesdays. I've been talking about it till I think I'm blue in the face, Lisa. I told everybody how to get a box lid together and put just a few things in it, and that's all they'll need, and encouraging things. Okay, Holly. It shouldn't take too long to get it put together, but you should try to do it so that the glue will dry. Hi, Becky. We're going to play a pick 10. You want to play? Or if you're tired, honey, you just watch. I know you've been painting all day. Yeah, I hope so. I told everybody that I wanted them to play real bad, and some of the people kept saying, "Well, I don't know how to play," and I kept doing demos and talking about it, and we're going to be there. Lisa and I are going to be there with the journaling by fives, and we'll be with you the whole time, and we'll coach you through the whole game. Oh, Becky, I know your arm's too tired. You need to just rest and fix you a glass of sweet tea and relax and watch us play. You can help be referee. I loved all your pictures, and the green is going to be perfect. That sage green shade. Aunt Beck's been sprucing up the house that she's in, the cottage, and giving it a makeover, and it's going to be top drawer material. It's going to be beautiful. You won't want to leave. Okay, we can go ahead and get our first prompt ready. I'm going to look for callers and try to do it in order. Here's the caller one. Green and brown. Add green and brown. Hey, Janet, are you going to play? Janet's in the house. Green and brown. And that could be any kind of material. It could be paint, it could be magic markers, it can be gelatos, anything that's green or brown in the background. It could be colored paper. I don't care. I'm easy. Green and brown. I think I've got some brown in here. That says Tuscan red. That's a dark red. I got another brown down here. Some kind of taupey color. Actually, I think that might be red too. Rouge. That's a rouge. Here's my brown. Chocolate bar. That'll be nice. And all those windows, you could sit there and look out. I love it. Yes, it will be. I'm going to use a credit card. This is chocolate. thicket green. This is an old bottle. It's folk art. I think this came from my aunt's. I better shake it. Hi, Giovanna. Giovanna, we're playing a pick 10 if you want to grab a piece of paper. We just started. The first prompt is brown and green. Here comes Janet. I knew you'd start putting them on there. Thank you, Janet. You're a dear. Lisa, did you see my video from this morning? Did you see my happy mail? Sharon sent me a package from Oregon, and it has all of her leftover mermaid stuff in it. Okay, yeah, Barb sent me an ACT, and Sharon Lombard from Oregon, she mailed me a big envelope full of mermaid stuff, napkins and wallpapers and stickers and papers, and I'm making Janet a mermaid book too. I've got plenty of mermaid stuff. And I already opened all yours. I think I showed all yours on another video. It's going to be cool. I've got big plans. You're going to love it. Janet, Janet's helped me from day one ever since I started streaming. Janet's helped me get online, and she helped me with my Facebook page and everything. So so to show my appreciation to Janet, I'm making her a mermaid book too. But it's going to have creation in it too. It's going to be a little bit of creation in it. So it won't be just all mythical. It'll be nice. Isn't she? She really does. I mean, you say one thing about somebody else and she's got a link in there. We really do appreciate you, Janet. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. We got to keep our moderators happy. And I know Becky will be happy when she gets that cottage done up. I've acquired quite the quite the dot. Chrissy's ready. Okay. a lot of sea junk. Well, there's going to be a lot of seashells and mermaids and other things. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm going to probably do some of it on stream. Okay, I see a couple of readies. We're going to add finger dots. Or thumbprints or fingerprints. That makes sense. Let's see. They can prove that we did art tonight. They can prove it with our fingerprints. There's proof. Oh, yeah, you can do that if you want, Becky. That would be cute. I haven't done that in years. Make a footprint with the side of your hand. Yeah, yeah. Better dry it. Oh, Christy, you did 5 by 7. Well, you just learned to do the middle of the page, or half of the page. I guess if you did half of a sheet of paper would work on a 5 by 7. You get the hang of it. Did you see me do mine the other day? I did the jelly print plate the other day. I forget what day it was on, though. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Lynn, you finger painted green. That's fine. That's fine if you don't have brown. Just use what you have. Pick a substitute if you want. Tan is a form of brown. Tan is acceptable. Anything goes in my games. We're flexible. I usually buy my paint at Walmart for 50. It's like 50 cents a bottle, and every time I go into Walmart, I usually pick me up a couple of different colors that I don't have or I'm running low on. So it's not so bad, picking up one or two at a time. Okay, we got two ready. I'm ready too. I'm just drying just a tad. Oh yeah, Lisa's got a jelly plate demo. Okay, that would be good, Christy. There's lots of videos on it too on YouTube. You can just do a search and see a lot of people doing it. It's pretty popular. All dry. We got a couple of readies, four readies. Okay. Who we missing? Gary, Lynn, Barb, Holly. Waiting on Holly. Holly's ready. Barb's ready. Christy's ready. Is Christy ready? And Christy. Good. Add something from your trash can that's clean. That's clean. And if you don't have anything in your trash can, then just add a tissue or something. I got this in my trash can. That'll brighten it up a little bit. What'd you all find in your trash can? Thanks, Janet, for putting that on. Put the clean part in there for me. Thank you. This was laying right on top, so it's clean. I want to know what we want to know what you found in your trash can. I'm a nosy player. Actually, I'm really surprised this is not in my little leftover box. But I think I was in a hurry when I was doing it. Oh, this was during last night's prompt games when Lisa was playing, and these were the flowers I had, and I was in such a hurry to keep up that I just threw everything in the trash that I didn't need real quick. Sometimes it's okay to throw away. It is. Papers from punch outs from marble paper. Okay, marble painting papers. Cool. That's good. I told that Abby had company last night. There was two chihuahuas that spent the night with me last night, and they were really good. They stayed in their beds and they stayed in the living room, and they were fine. And but my cat wouldn't come in the house, so a part of a map. That's good, Barb. And so tonight after they left, I called for the cat, and Betty she come running into the house. She was glad to have her house back. But she wouldn't come in for nothing last night with them other dogs in here. She's a little skittish. She had to look around the corner when I opened the door for her. She looked to see what was in the living room to see if their stuff was still here. And as soon as she come in, I had a can of food for her, and I immediately shut the door real quick so she wouldn't escape, because if there's a lot of commotion, she'll go right back out. And she likes it outside. Of course, it's so warm down here, and she's got a safe place to stay out in the workshop. Thread, tiny pieces of thread, and they're a pain. They're a pain to glue down. Now I know. Yeah, yeah. You wet it and then you lay them down and you kind of take the brush and pat them down. But that's good. That's good. Threads are good. All right. I hope it helped. I hope it helped. Did everybody have a nice day today? Was the weather nice in your neck of the woods? It was beautiful down here. Beautiful weather. I think it was about 78 or 80 down in here. Did you have a rainy day? Aw. I'm letting my bedtime snack thaw out. How you guys coming? Has anybody got any plans for this week? Lynn is drying. That's fine, Lynn. We're still waiting on a couple. Anybody got any plans? Oh, well, thank you, Janet. There's my Facebook page. If nobody knows how to get to it, it's Beth's Crafty Mix Media Room, and you have to ask to join in, and then Janet will immediately accept you. She gets to it before I do, and but we'll accept you, and then you can post your pictures in there if you want. And I'm sure that the other girls, Lisa and Becky, doesn't mind if you post on their pages as well. They won't mind. Everybody's been so nice. Cold and windy. We've had some windy weather past couple of days. We had a cold front come in from the northeast, and it rained a couple of days ago. Yeah, the Journal by Five games, that's Tuesday night. Woohoo! I'm ready. I've been talking about it so much. Okay, Lynn. Christy's ready. And Holly's ready. Okay. We're going to do a quote and put it on a piece of painty papers or tea stain papers. Frame it in some kind of paper, on some kind of pretty paper, and it can be even a Bible verse, but I'm going to say quote. I don't want to offend anybody. So whatever you want to put on a piece of paper and frame it and make it pretty. I just happen to have a piece of jelly paper here. And this is some of my tea stain papers that I tea stained. I've got that to do. I might do that from for the. Usually tomorrow is a busy day because Dee Dee Willingham and Janet Young and the musical scrapper Jean comes on all day tomorrow, and then Lisa will be on tomorrow night. So I may not be filming anything tomorrow unless I get up early, but I doubt if I get up that early. Okay, Lynn, we're going to put a quote and frame it on some pretty paper, either scrapbook, painty papers, or tea stain papers. You can do a quote or a Bible verse. Lisa, you're going to be Marathon Monday. Hey, Lisa, I have a request. Yeah, I want you to invite Hannah to do a hangout with you one evening and play with us. I want to meet Hannah. You talk about her all the time. I bet she would if she knows that we want her. You think she might? If we ask her real nice? Or does she think it's corny? Well, it's just going to be her hands. It's not like she's going to be. And you can interview her, or she can interview you. Make a game out of it or something. Or maybe she can call out the prompts for us or something. How old is she? Making paper. Oh, okay. I'll have to look it up. I need to put that on my paper list too. And I have made paper here in my craft room. Um, I bought a blender at the secondhand store, 17. Oh my. And I use it for pulp, to make pulp with. And I made it one time, and I used those plastic embroidery grids that have all the little holes in them. I used that for my screen, and I made some homemade paper. Let me see if I have any of it around. It was fun. I'd like to do it again. Got so many gadgets and gizmos. Here's some of my homemade paper. Craft-a-lanch. But you can see the little grids, little squares. It's on that plastic sheets that you buy that you kind of do embroidery on, and you make things out of, cut them up and make things. Okay. And I've got some. I've been collecting fibers too. I'd like to try to make mulberry paper. Yeah, yeah, a blender, yeah, and screens, yeah. But I could do it in here. I don't have to go outside and do it. But I left the edges um, rough on purpose because I thought it looked cool. This one didn't turn out so good, but it's homemade paper. And I did I did paint on some of mine with watercolors and gave them away, and they were really cute. Oh, you did homemade paper at the home, at the Goodwill? Yeah, cool. Okay. Um. Anyway, I went off on a tangent. I know. Sorry. Yep, that's fun. I think I'm reliving my childhood, doing all these crafts. Good, clean fun. picked out a good piece of paper because it rips easy straight. It does. All right, one more time. Barb's ready, Lynn's ready. Okay. I'm hurrying. But anyway, talking about homemade paper, I just did it the one time, and I'd like to do it again and try it with fibers, put some threads in it, and try to make mulberry paper. And somebody had an echo dyeing video here not too long ago. Was it Rosemary Morse? I think it was Rosemary. And I was going to go watch her echo dyeing, using leaves and things out of her yard. And I was going to, I've already started collecting a few leaves. And, but I gotta dry them, and then you can put them between papers and let them stain the papers. I think that's interesting too. And it would be very interesting on this type of paper, because there's a lot of just torn up paper. I'd use paper towels. I use toilet paper. I use anything white to make this. And there is a little bit of like blue in it, and that's from the blue lines from school paper, I think. Streamer at the thrift store for $5. I've been watching Drop Spindle yarn making today. I've watched 3 or 4 videos on it. Different girls demoing it, and I'm going to have to. I think I can do it now. It's just been so long since I looked at it, but I bet I could do it on my knitting needle now. After watching some of these young girls do it, and every one of them explain it differently. And the merino wool that I have, that it's so slippery like, and one of the girls was saying if you use something a little bit more rougher, it would be easy to start off with because the merino wool is so fine and smooth. And I think if I carded it a little bit and fluffed it up and messed it up a little bit, maybe it would be easier to make yarn out of it. Okay, we got Lynn and Barb and Gilly. Waiting on Christy and Holly. How you got girls coming? Yeah, it'd be easier to draft if it wasn't so slick. Yeah, and this one girl was talking about a different sheep for beginners, and it was one that had a little bit more texture to it. And she said to start out with, she says if you have merino, she says try it. She says, but if you're having a hard time with it, then try something less. And I have different brands of yarns of different sheep, and I've got different wools, and I even have a little bit of flax. I bought a package of flax just to to experiment. Lisa, did you see some of the yarn, some of my wool? Did you see it the other day? Did you see me felting? I don't remember if you came in or not. I knew you were in for just a minute, and I showed you my knitting needle. I remember that, but I think you had to go. So you probably didn't get to watch me do the felting. But I got a lot of yarn. Well, I have quite a bit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Save the flax for later. Okay. This is since we're just waiting on a couple people, but here's a couple of. It's just a Tupperware bowl, and I got a rainbow of collars in here. And see, these two are different wools. I couldn't tell you what they were. That's not the flax though. These are different wools because they're done in a different texture than it's not as smooth like the merino wool is. Yeah, I got a little stock in this. Okay, they're ready. Here we go. What'd I do with it? Okay, this is an easy one. We have to turn the page upside down for the next prompt. Yeah, that was roving. Merino is top. Yes, it is. It's purty. I did some animals, and I use batting, which is cheaper than the merino, and I put that for the inside of the body of the animal, and then I use the merino for the outside for the pretty side. Turn the prompt upside down, girls. And then we're going to use tape, any kind of tape that you have. It could be any kind of tape. Use tape. It could be Scotch tape, washi tape. It could be masking tape, electrical tape. It could be duct. Look at this army tape. Joe had this out in the garage, and he used it. He used to hunt, and he had camouflage tape. I don't know what I've been saving it for. Rainy day, I guess. I'm gonna use some of these guys. Get rid of them. Tape is tape. And it would be nice if I could find the end. Seriously. Huh. I thought I was pretty talented. Evidently not. Okay, Lisa. Good night, Becky. Okay, Gilly's ready. Holly's ready. Lynn's ready. Barb's ready. Is Christy still playing with us? Oh, good. Christy's ready. Okay. The next prompt is use a magazine picture of a place or places. Any kind of a magazine picture will work. Let's see what we can find in here. This is an old scrapbooking magazine that my mom gave me, and I've been cutting it up. It said places but I don't think it matters. Anything you want to put in. I've got people in this magazine, so I'll put a few people down. Baby pictures is all I can find. Oh, looky here. I've been saving my little Altoid cans, little tin cans, and look here what I found in this book. It's a little Altoid memory book treasure chest thing, a pocket shrine. I'll have to put that with my books, my tin cans, and on my to-do list. I bet you all think I'm crazy. I'm always thinking of something. I've been trying to get my mom to get online with me, but it's confusing to her. It's confusing. Let's see if that's enough. Someday my prince will come. Everybody's quiet tonight. Sunday night. Not much going on. Just in time for a song. Did you see her? She was dancing as I was singing. She was twirling, doing a twirl with her skirt. You never know what you're going to find on here. Oh, I'm nothing compared to some of the other girls online. I've listened to a few of them. I'm pretty jolly though. When I worked, I used to work in a chiropractor's office, and I worked in the back with the patients, and then one day the secretary was off sick or something, and I was up doing the front desk too, and the doctor come out and he said, Beth, I don't know about you, but I think I like you up here better than in the back. he liked he liked the way I handled the patients and kept them moving, and how I greeted them and stuff like that, because I was happy, I guess. And then I had one girl tell me that she didn't like me too much because she thought I was too bubbly. I thought, okay. If that's the way you feel. So that's just my nature. Okay, I got mine down. I had to use little ones just in case I cut this up into ATCs. Looks like face or faces to me. Yeah, I got people on mine. Pictures of people and doll babies. Obviously some cartoon in there too. Here's another one. A kid playing in the snow. It's on a stamp. It was one of those scrapbooking magazines. My mom says, take those books, take all these scrapbooks. Somebody gave them to her. And so I'm the third person to own them, and I'm recycling. Let's see if there's a date on it. Ideas and trends. I've already cut this part of it off. If there's a date on it somewhere, I don't see it. Usually there's a date. Well, I'll be. It's got scrapbook paper in it too. I'll use that in something. And letters. Barbara's ready. My accent is confusing. Oops. A boo-boo? What'd you do? Oh, you worked in a chiropractic for years? Uh-huh. Oh, I know. And you know, when you're working at a front desk, Janet, I'll tell you another thing is you don't want to say, "Hi, Janet, how are you feeling today?" Because then they'll stand up there at the window and tell you 10 minutes on how long it took them to get up out of bed or something. It was a place or face. Well, actually, it said place. It did say place, but I said a picture of a magazine, and it did say place. But we're flexible. And since I'm going to cut this into ACTs, I thought faces would be easier to get on a card. You didn't make a boo-boo. You did it right, Janet. And Ollie thinks I'm confusing. Okay. Yeah, there are places in behind the faces. There you go, Barb. Yeah, that's it. Barb's got my back. Don't add. Don't add. Too late. Sorry. Lynn's ready. Gilly's ready. Christy's ready. Holly's ready. Barb, did you get yours put down? She was talking. She must have. Here's the next one. Make a border with colored paper. And I'm just going to cut strips of paper. Are there any alternatives? Well, I guess we can do an alternative. How about using an old greeting card or some junk mail? Would that help you, Gilly? I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut this paper up like this and just tape it around the edges as a border. I might do some in the middle because I'm going to cut this up into ACTs. Use an old greeting card, a greeting card or junk mail. Some way. You could use security envelopes or some junk mail or some greeting card. You have an old greeting card that you can cut up. I'm going to cut up some strips of paper and glue them around the edges. Okay, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. See you soon. Blessings to you too. Hi, Teresa. We're playing. We're playing a game, Teresa. We're just goofing off. Goofing off. Hi, Cheryl. We're playing a game. We're playing a prompt game. And I think, I don't know, I lost count what number we're on. Let's see. Janet will have them all down there. I can count them. We've already done, it looks like we've done 7, 8. We just got 2 more to go. So you're catching the tail end of our game. So you can be the judges. Did you just now get the notification? I don't know what to say. I don't know how that works. That's out of my hands. Sorry. The only thing we could do is complain to YouTube, I guess. We're working hard. Yeah, you get to see us at the finish line. See the masterpiece. We let's see what we did first. We had to paint. It was green and brown on the background. I don't even know if you can see any green on my paper or not, but there is some green on there. Mostly brown. And then we had to do fingerprints. And that's what the yellow dots, but you can't even see my yellow dots. Very few. I've covered them all up. Hi, Auntie Ro. Hi. You're catching us on the tail end of our prompt game. Tail end. We're just a gluing away. And there's 6 of us playing too. Well, it's amazing how they got it all rigged up to do those notifications. You just wonder how those computers figure it all out to do the right thing. It's amazing. Yeah, I've been on since what, 9:30? I think so. I don't know how, how to complain to YouTube about things. I guess I don't know if they have an email site or where would you go to complain or to tell them that, things aren't going like they should? Does anybody know how we let them know? Well, let's see. Uh, I'll check. Christy, did you use a magazine picture? Tape? Did you turn it upside down and worked on it? You see, that was a trick. You turned it upside down and we didn't do anything. That's what it was. I bet you. Yeah. Okay, Lynn's drying. Okay. You think that was it, Christy? The upside down one? Well, thank you, Cheryl. I don't know how, but it's coming along. I keep adding to it. It kind of looks like a scrapbook page. uh, yeah, believe it or not, it's looking kind of different. My grandmother would say, "Well, it's different." My grandmother had a great sense of humor. She loved to play cards and kings in the corners and rummy. And she liked to do art and crafts. She'd crochet a lot and make things out of, and she sewed a lot, made a lot of quilts. Thank you, Teresa. I know. Wait till you cut it up. Ah, it's amazing. Okay, I better get the dryer on it. Uh, Lynn's already drying. She's she's fast. Okay, you think that was the one that you missed? Was the upside down one because we didn't do anything on it. We just turned it upside down. We could pick an extra one to do if you don't have enough on it. Is it my family or magazine pictures? It came from a scrapbook. It came from scrapbook magazine. So it does look like a scrapbook. It's not my family, though. Although I could say it's my family, you would never know. I could introduce them. Oh, Kings in a Corner. It's a card game, and you do. It's kind of like a cross, and when you get a king, you put them in the corners and go the opposite direction from the cross. It's a fun game. It, no, they weren't being scolded. I could teach you how to play sometime if you really want to know. But she would play Crazy Eights, Rummy, Fish, War. She'd play them all. She liked to play. Holly's ready. Lynn should be ready. She was drying. Christy's ready. Gilly's ready. And Barb. How you doing, Barb? Barbara's coming up here real soon. It looks better on camera than it does in person. This fluorescent lighting and my glasses. I think my glasses go dark. They have that sunlight. Like when you're in the sun, they go dark a little bit. So I think it distorts the color a little bit. Barb, you hanging in there? We're waiting on Barb. Make sure we don't want to leave anybody behind. That fluorescent yellow really comes out on the back of mine. Makes it pop. And I think that pink must be something fluorescent. It's pretty bright. And that blue. It's almost like it's got gold on it. I think we lost Barb. She's got to be here somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and tell him. The next one is add an object, wallpaper and or wire. And that wire could be like a paper clip or something. Wallpaper and or wire. I think I'm going to add paper clips. Add an object. What do you think? Can you do it? Can we do it? Yes, we can. Wallpaper or wire? What a combination. Yeah. Well, maybe she had to go into the kitchen or something. There's my kitty cat. I hear you. Come here. Come here. Everybody wants to see you. They'll want to see you. See, I got some paper clips. Well, at least you tried. I don't know where she went. Maybe the phone rang or something. You never know. I don't think I've been that quiet enough for her to fall asleep on me. I've been too noisy. We'll have to do wire. Okay. Well, Cheryl, if you don't have wallpaper, you can use your floor paper. I'm teasing. That was just too hard to resist. I am so sorry. You got any paper clips? Come here. Kitty, 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 kitty. Come here and I'll show you off. Yeah. Come here. I'm getting the gun out. You ran out of that paper too, huh? Okay. Wallpaper, floor paper. Uh, whatever you have, Cheryl. I'll let you put anything down. I'm going to use paper clips. We're getting slap happy, Auntie Roe. We're getting slap happy. Oh, you did. You got 3 paper clips down. Good. I'm going to glue mine as soon as this hot glue gets hot. It's harder than I thought. I need a helper. The glue's too hot. You're ready, huh? Well, now you got to wait till I glue some of these guys down. Hang on, hang on, hang on. This is going to be really hard to cut up into cards. Did you use white glue, Gilly? Pops. Okay. Well, it'll take a while to dry. It'll take me a while to get mine down. But I move pretty fast. Well, let's see now. What did we ever do before we had the internet? We used to say that. What did we ever do before we had TV? add wire or wallpaper, Barb. We were hollering for you. Didn't you hear us? You have to add an object. And you can add wallpaper or wire. And I'm gluing on paper clips. Thank you, Annie Rowe. Annie Rowe was hollering for you. Yeah. There we go. Played cards. Sit around on the porch in the dark and talk. My grandparents, they would always go downstairs on the back porch and sit and watch the sunset go down and sit there in the dark and just sit there and talk for hours. Then they'd go to bed. Okay, I think I'm down. We'll wait on you, Barb. Take your time, honey. It's a foot thick. Oh no, Barb. Okay, I think I got mine down. I'm not going to be able to put this on a grid. I'll have to lay, if I make cards out of this, I'll just have to lay a card down and see what fits. Okay. Yeah, postcards. Here's the back side. No, I won't do them as postcards, but I'll cut them up as I'll get a playing card and I can get like this might be a card. This one could be a card. That one could be a card. So I might not get 12, but I can get, there's a card. There's 2. That one's 3. I might be able to get 4 there and then get 1 here. There's 3 more. 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. I might get 12 cards out of this. I just have to cut them every which way, whatever's the best way to cut them, though. Less is more, more is less, more is more. You guys. We got 1 more left. Lynn is ready. Barb, you take your time, honey. We'll let you get your things glued on. And I know Gilly is ready because she only had 3 paper clips. Well, I thought about that, Cheryl. I did. And I might have to try to tie a ribbon on them or something just for fun. And I think I could probably get a little piece of ribbon under a corner somewhere. Because the paper clips would have been good on the edges, maybe, and put a flag on them. Barb's ready. Good, Barb. You caught up. You're fast. I'm getting ready for the last prompt. Oh, Abby. I'm waiting on 2 more. I got to go let Abby out. Hang on. I'll be right back. Let's go. I know. You got to go. When the dog comes and gets you, then that means the dog's got to go. She's out. Off and running. Are you ready? Are you almost ready? I was waiting on Christy and Holly. Christy's ready. And okay, we're waiting on Holly. Lisa's back for the final prompt. We're getting ready to do the final prompt. Holly's ready. We're going to doodle. We're going to doodle, doodle, doodle. Mary would be happy because we're doodling. And because I'm going to cut mine up, you can do it on the edges if you want to, but I'm cutting mine up, so I'm going to doodle around my pictures. I'm going to be flexible. Okay? Okay, Janet. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, honey. Sleep well, my dear. See you tomorrow. Abby's barking. I'll be right back. Everybody's in for the night. All the doors are locked. Okay. I think that's all the doodling I can do. Lisa, that's a very good question. And I think I'm going to like cut them out one at a time. And I think that one will be right there. Because that's exactly 2.5 by 3.5. The card is. So that'll be a good example of an ACT. And yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to have to cut them out one by one. And I think this is like 12 by 12. It's just a piece of wallpaper, and I just sort of eyeballed it when I cut it. But there's one. And I'm going to blacken the edges. Some of them are going to look better than others. We're going to see. Thank you, Lisa. We'll see how it works. We're going to just, it's amazing. You know, you think you make this big page up and you think, oh my Lord, how's it going to come out? But they all usually come out. See, there's Barbie. And I think I'm going to go back and put a ribbon on the paper clip. I'm going to tie a little ribbon on it. Get some real thin ribbon and tie a little tiny bow. I think that's what it needs. And half of them will have a word, and then the other half won't. Like this one will be a word or a little Bible verse, and then this one won't. So maybe I can add a word to it later, tomorrow, because we can. Because I can get one here. I kind of clustered them together when I did them. And see, this one here is going to go this direction. And if you hold your mouth right, it'll come out okay. You see? Lynn's going on. Okay, Lynn. See you tomorrow. Barb's got a hot mess on her hand. Well, we're just going to have to come up with an idea of what we can do to make it right. You may have to add a little something to it. Lisa, did you already do your devotion today? I think it was either you or Sue or both of you. I think I saw. I need to do my devotion. I can do it tomorrow, cause there'll be some other girls I'll be watching tomorrow. Okay, um, I'm probably going to. I think Sue is the one that's doing the letter, doing it by the alphabet, and I used her cue in last month's circle. So I'm interested. I got circle. I've got devotion for circle. It'll be a week from Tuesday, the next Tuesday, and I thought, well, I'll get one of Sue's letters and do it again. See, that one's turned out cute. Put a little bow right there, and I might put a little word. Yeah, we'll fix them up, make them right. Oh, Gilly, your art page can't be that bad. Post it on my Facebook page so I can see it, and we'll be the judge of that. Yeah, I can save all these. I can save them. Uh huh. Lisa, I got all this stuff I'm saving. I can't save everything. I got too many. I got too much. I got pretty paper. I do save these punch out things. That's what I got out of the garbage. That's how I got that down on the paper tonight. I do have strips of painty papers on there, jelly papers. But I can see your point because that is pretty colorful. Here's my Cinderella. Yes, Barb, I could do that. Now tell me, Barb, do you want these little strips of paper or do you want some of my butterflies? You just tell me what you want. Mm-hmm. This. I have one here. Would you rather have? Would you rather have this or this? Uh-huh. Oh, you use packing paper? Well, good. You recycled. Good. Some of both. Okay. I'd rather give you all these little doodads. I got a whole handful of letters to go out tomorrow too. See, when I get a little bow on that right there, put a little bow, that'll be cute. See, that one's even cute. Tracy, you're full of good ideas too. YouTube problems. Oh, what's YouTube doing to you now, Christy? Did they buffer you? Well, Gilly, I hope we don't want to hurt you by any means. You just have to take it, just be flexible with the game and go with the flow. I know it's hard for some people to do something really. A lot of people have a problem just slapping things down the way I do it. But that one's cute. Put a bow. I'm gonna put a bow on it though. It threw you out. Well, you already fell out of bed once today and re-hurt your arm. Oh, the nerve. How rude. Goodness gracious, honey. Can we claim YouTube workers' comp or something? Should we call a lawyer? Christy, do you have a tendency to fall a lot? Do you need one of those necklaces or watches that help you out since you fell out of bed this morning? But I'm glad your daughter was there. Does your daughter live with you? It's pretty scrappy. Yeah, Teresa, I don't know what to do about YouTube. Uh, I guess there's a place where you can express yourself. Really, Gilly? That was pretty advanced. That's what I'd like to have is a spa weekend. I've never done one of those before. Not a professional spa anyway. I've just I do have a pool and I get in it in the summer. And as a matter of fact, come end of April, I probably will be in it. As soon as it gets a little warmer. We've been getting some warm weather. And we have a solar heater on the pool. And since we're going back to daylight, getting longer days, we'll get more sun. And I can get the pool warmer faster. Sorry, Christy. Oh, wow. Charlie horses. Do you take magnesium, Christy? Magnesium is good for muscles, cramps, and things, and restless legs. Welcome back, Cheryl. Glad to have you. I'm taking off all the sharp corners on my cards. Your pool has ice on it. Oh no, Barb. My Joe wanted to put a one of those bubble wraps on top of the pool to keep the heat in. And I said, no, baby. You're not putting one of them on my pool. I want to be able to look out my window and see my pool without that cover on it. So so he doesn't have a cover on it, and I won't let him put it on. I know it keeps the heat in, but I don't want to look out the window and see and look at that. But it warms up. It warms up fast enough. The end of April, I'll be in it, and then I was in it up until October, 1st of November last year. We had a warm fall, and I was in it in November a couple times, and I was trying to talk Joe into a hot tub that overflowed into the pool. That was my request. And he said no. He said that would cost too much money. So it would just be during November, December, January, February, March, and April. It'd just be for 6 months. Oh, you swim in the lake? Okay, 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 Barb. I have a girlfriend that does that. She said she used to live up close to Lake Erie, uh, up in New York and on that side. And she said she would swim in the lake all summer long. And down here, if she can find a swimming hole, a swimming lake, she'll do it. Okay, Christy. Love to you, honey. We're going to pray for you, and I've got you on my prayers. Hope you don't be too sore. You might have to go to the doctor if you hurt yourself. Good night, honey. But if we did have a hot tub, Joe would be in it every night. He loves a hot tub. And I may not be in the hot tub, but I'd be in the pool. Yeah, it's almost midnight here. I'm going to turn into a pumpkin. I better finish up what I've started today and get in bed. I'm glad you all came and stayed out and played with me tonight. I debated on whether to come back on or not because I did a little bit this morning, and Joe called and said, "Well, you might as well get back on. I'm not there." So he talked me into it. I think I got 12 or 13. Yeah, I got 13 ATC cards. That's a real dirty dozen. Oh, it got up to 70 today? Wow. That's great. It was 78 down here. Saving for a hot tub. The only thing about hot tubs, Barb, is they make your electric go up every month. That's what Joe was complaining about to me. It needs a quote and some doodles. Okay, well you can still work on them. I'm going to still work on mine. I think this one needs a word and a bow. I'm going to put a bow on my paper clips because that glue didn't look very nice, but a little bow on top of it will be all right. Yeah, it's a banker's dozen. I always thought it was a baker's dozen, not a banker's dozen. Did I have it wrong all these years? Lisa, do you have any mountains close to you? Any high spots? Okay, Cheryl. I'm getting ready to jump off too. I was just looking at the last resort, at the last ones here. I'll put a label on the back. I think she's cute. She looks like one of my grandkids. I'll put a little word up there and then a bow on that paper clip. This one lucked out and got a word on the bottom. Oh, you got canyons close by, low spots. Okay. I used to live in McAllen, down by the border. I lived down there for 2 years. I'll have to put a word on her too. She needs a word. They're very colorful. Night, Cheryl. In the mountains of Alabama. You probably have some cool weather then if you got a few mountains close by. That's just not going to focus. There we go. Yeah, these turned out pretty good. Okay. Unplug the hot glue gun. You like Isaiah 31? Well, Barb, I've already got a handful going out in the mail tomorrow, so I wasn't going to trade, but you all can, and I'm just going to wait and wait till the end of next week because I've got quite a few going out. And let's see. So I'm just gonna wait and maybe at the end of this next week I'll get another batch going. Oh, you like the Isaiah 31 on mine? Let's see, which one was that? There's a Isaiah 58, Proverbs. It was it the Here I Am one? That was Isaiah. I'm gonna put a bow right there. I think she is, Auntie Rowe. But I'll save all these for the next time, but I've already got a lot going out tomorrow, so I better wait and till the end of the week before I send any more out. And I've got a few going out of the area. That one's going across the pond. Some of y'all are already in that batch. Oh, okay. Uh, Teresa says that Isaiah says, they will wait upon the Lord and shall renew their strength, and they shall mount up with wings like eagles. I like that. Thank you, Teresa, for sharing that. Uh, I don't remember how long ago it was, probably a couple years ago. I did a video, and I don't know where the video is. If it's I think it's on my Facebook page somewhere. And I did a devotion, and it was a devotion that I made up in a third person, and I would love to do it for anybody who wanted to see it. So I thought, well, maybe I would post it on my Facebook again. Could I do that? And then if you want to look at it, you can look at it, and if you're offended, then you don't have to watch it because it's biblical. I guess if I post a video on my Facebook page, if it's biblical, then of course it would have a scripture. Then it's because it's my Facebook channel, right? Oh, your dad's favorite scripture, Lisa. Oh, how nice. Yes, I think um, my daddy has been gone since 5:05. Okay. Well, I'll think about. I've never really videoed me and uploaded on YouTube yet. I've only live streamed. So I'll do that. I'll do an upload and put it on my in my Facebook page because it's one of my favorite stories in the Bible, and I tell it like I'm that person. And it's pretty neat. And then I make a tag, and if anybody wants one of the tags, they just put a comment underneath it, and then I would send you the tag. It is interesting. It's biblical, and it's about the it's about the woman um, that cried on Jesus's feet, and then she washed his feet off with her hair. That's the story, and I play that woman. It's like third person. I made up a little story from her point of view, telling the story. And if it's in my Facebook page, I don't see that. Um, you would have the choice of looking at it or not, but it wouldn't be open to the whole world because you'd have to belong to my Facebook page, right? I think that's how that would work. But there's I don't know, 50 or 60 people in my Facebook page that would see it. Yeah, that lady was a Jesus fanatic for sure. Sort of. Good night, Barb. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, and probably members of my on my Facebook page because they're kind of connected. And it's been on my Facebook page before, but I think I would want to redo the video because uh, I was talking to some specific people who would see it, and I would want to talk to you guys instead of those other people. I used to belong in a salty scripture group. Yep. Well, that at least that's a start, and then if I need to put it somewhere else, if I do an upload on YouTube, then anybody who goes to my channel can see it. But it wouldn't be live. It would just be a video, and if they want to see it, they can see it, and if they don't have to look at it. And I can put the Bible verse, so that they'll know it's coming from the Bible, and they can choose whether or not to watch it or not. That's probably what I'll do. I'll just upload it to YouTube, and it would just be a witness to anybody who wants to see it. I'll upload it to YouTube instead of just my group. I can do both. Okay. Good night, Lisa. I'm getting ready to jump off. So I appreciate y'all coming out, playing a game with me. We had a lot of fun. Tomorrow we're going to play at Lisa's channel, Monday night and Tuesday night. And then Wednesday night we'll go to Aunt Beck's. Okay? So I'll see you all in the chat rooms tomorrow. I'll be in some of the chat rooms. Whoever's on. You all have a good rest of the evening. So I'm going to turn everything off. Turn the lights out, go to bed. Had lots of fun. Tomorrow's a new day. We'll do another craft. You're welcome, guys. You have a good night too. Okay. I'm going to turn off. Night night.